Let's get ready to rumble! Opening round here. See if they go the full 12 tonight. He clinches when he gets to the inside. Little head hunting with the left. What does the orthodox fighter have to be conscious of guarding against that right hook from the southpaw? I mean, he's got his left hand out there, but a non-traditional defensive structure for him being set up like that.
Yeah, absolutely. He has to remember that that punch will come from that angle, and usually he has no danger coming from that angle. So he has to make sure when he jabs, that shoulder is up against his chin. So if the hook does come, it hits the shoulder, not the chin.
Halfway through round number one. Nothing there on the punch by the Beast from the east.
Nice work.
I like that step back right there. Just enough to be out of danger, but still close enough to then land the counterpunch.
Well, that's what happens when you have that kind of experience. You're calm enough to know that range. Know where the beginning of the punch and the end of the punch is.
He clearly came in with a strategy here tonight, Teddy, and so many times it's, hey, I'm going to bang that drum.
Yeah, he is banging that drum. That drum happens to be the body, and he figures that he's going to try to move on him, so start doing it early on, and later on, he's going to have a guy in front of him.
10 clicks of the talk. Scored well with that straight left. Well, it's early on, but already a commanding lead. Banking rounds away on Teddy's scorecard, up 3 rounds to zip.
Keep working the body.
His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. Solid straight right hand.
Nice. Pace yourself.
And now he's targeting upstairs. 90 seconds to go here in this round. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Able to get away from that headshot with the block.
You need to keep your head moving.
Nice work, the left hand to the head. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. Good return fire that time. 10 seconds to go in the fourth. A target on his head, and he places the hook right on it.
Yeah, they're tending to him a little too late. What about in the gym? What about in training camp where you got to teach a guy, move your head. Don't get caught so you won't look that way. Maybe they didn't do their job.
Good shot there with that left. Keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent's effort. Scores up top with a left. The Beast's opponent is saying to himself, I can't believe this. Every time this guy throws, it seems like he lands. He's very judicious with his work.
Yeah, and that's not by accident. You know, that's his temperament. He has that kind of temperament. If you went out with the guy, you talk to the guy, you know, he thinks before he says things. He doesn't just, you know, let his mouth go. He doesn't just let his hands go. He lets them go when he thinks he should.
Reaching the halfway point of round number 6. Could this be the start of a big comeback? He went from owning this fight to now nearly down and out.
You know, that's what makes boxing so great. Yeah, you can come back just like that. One punch at the right time. That was at the right time.
Commits to the overhand right, and it serves him well. Working our way towards the bell. Last 10 seconds of the 6th. Any scorecard here with 7 rounds in the books. The Brown Bombers enjoying a slight lead. That wasn't the case not that long ago, but the past few rounds, now he's inching away.
Yeah, when you're in a tough fight or close fight like this has been, it's kind of like an x-ray machine into a guy's soul. You start to find out what he is, and you're starting to see it right here.
He gets hit, but he gives it right back. The Brown Bombers just punching air that time. His opponent was able to get out of the way. Boy, some of the old school guys would really appreciate this, wouldn't they, Teddy? Just great upper body movement, so elusive up top.
Yeah, this is an example like they used to say in the old days. He stands right in front of you, and you can't hit him in the backside with a handful of buckshot.
The halfway point of round number 8. Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging. The Brown Bombers fighting real smart here on the outside. Really wanted that uppercut, but just couldn't get it.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Clock counting down here in round number 8. 10 seconds to go. And now they start round number 10.
You're doing great.
Teddy, he did a smart thing right there. Just created enough space and then landed the counterpunch.
Looked like the will of the wisps, the old great Willie Peck. Made him miss, made him pay.
The Beast's now feeling the effects, Teddy, of having his opponent punch right through that guard.
Well, he should feel the effects. I mean, look, Joe, it's kind of like standing out in a rainstorm with an umbrella, and all of a sudden the wind's coming, and the rain's coming from the side, and you're standing there under the umbrella and say, why am I getting wet? Well, you're standing there covering up. The punches are coming from the side. They're coming from all angles. You're going to get wet.
You're not always protected. Halfway through round 10. A little something for his opponent after getting tagged. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. right hand lands. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Oh, an explosive headshot there. He is down.
One, two, three, four, five.
So now the question becomes, after that knockdown, and he has gotten up, how does he survive?
Joe, one of the ways he survives is if he's been taught. Have good habits, have good fundamentals been put there. You're going to find out right now he needs them right now.
Frustrating his opponent with great defense. Coming to the end of round number 10, 10 seconds to go. Putting in the road work and the conditioning prior to a fight?
No, you got to figure he came in. His weight was good. Scales don't lie. We looked at the weight. He came in pretty good condition. I think what it is now he's starting to get broken down a little bit, physically and mentally. The other guy is starting to impose himself on him.
He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by the Brown Bomber.
You're not focusing. You're not focusing. Keep working the body.
Halfway through this 12th and final round. The Beast has got to do more than this. I mean, you can't just sit there stationary and expect the night to go your way. This fight is going opposite of how he needs it to go right now.
Well, maybe it's not, Joe. Maybe he's given up already. You know, it's all about what's going on in the mind of a fighter. Maybe he's given in, and this is his way, believe it or not, of getting the ref to stop this fight.
Head body.
10 seconds to go in this, the final round. Well, you should lose your judge's license if you have it any other way but the obvious here, Teddy.
Yeah, if they do that, I want to put those guys on a poster, a wanted poster, that you don't want them.
Here's our ring announcer.
The Brown Bomber, Wilder.